in this sport. She takes a shower and a slurp. With a gap of 34 seconds, she could comfortably take the 15-second stop-go penalty at the end of lap 2, but she might choose to take it at the end of lap 3 once she's absolutely sure of having a lead that will guarantee her the victory. Now, she's going to approach the penalty box shortly. Will she stop and wait? She's holding up her hand. She's saying why. Now it's being explained to her. She holds firm for 15 seconds. The yellow card shown. Jorgensen looks pretty relaxed. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at all. Such is her command. And away she goes. Still in front by a long, long way. Penalty done and dusted. Jorgensen on her way to potentially her 3rd win of the season.
Matt, the only thing I can think of is with Gwen parking the bike in, the front wheel, when we saw the replay, that front wheel was still solidly in there. And I wonder if Gwen's just thinking, well, that's what I've done. It's not my fault that it's fallen over. That's the only thing I can think of, because she's so experienced now. She wouldn't just ignore that. She knows that she can do it.
Well, yes, I agree. Although she watched it fall. She was there when it fell. She had time to pick it up and prop it up. It matters not. The others are coming through. The next two Americans, Sarah True and Katie Zafiris. There's a bit of a gap between True and Zafiris now of a couple of seconds. True is first to kick. She fancies second position in her own right. They are still more than 30 seconds behind Jorgensen. 31 seconds to True, 33 to Zafiris. The USA 1-2-3 remains a distinct possibility here on the Gold Coast. 2 laps to go. True bouncing along. Duffy down in 4th position, but she's a minute off the pace of Gwen Jorgensen. Duffy looking for a top 5, gritting her teeth, digging deep, looking for some acceleration out of transition. She's getting lots of support from the crowd. The Bermudan, Andrea Hewitt, is also moving up through the field. Got stuck with the chase group during the bike and is having to make up the lost ground now over the 10,000 metre run. A moment of shade for Gwen Jorgensen. She's starting to lap the back markers. And there's no sign until now of the next best, which is Sarah True down in 2nd position. And Katie Zafiris now 5 or 6 seconds off the pace of Sarah True, so she is unable to keep pace with her compatriot out in front.
Well, huge move by Hewitt on that second lap, but back at the front, Gwen Jorgensen still running as strongly as ever. She looks so smooth, she really looks so very comfortable, and just must have that 100% confidence now that the race is her for the taking.
Jorgensen has taken the bell and is on her way. Just 2.5 Ks to run before victory is confirmed for the world number 1. Through transition at quite some pace. 25 seconds gone already and still no sign of the next best. And remember, Jorgensen has taken a penalty along the way. Maybe they need to increase the sanctions from 15 seconds to 30 seconds. Still wouldn't make any difference, not with Jorgensen in this sort of form. Time for a drink, grabs a bottle of water, bit of a shower. Sarah True will be the next to cross the line. She'll be more than a minute behind Gwen Jorgensen. True takes the bell, but 64 seconds slower than Gwen Jorgensen. And Katie Zafiris about to come and cross the line to take her bell. A further 9 seconds behind. Steve, is it getting to the stage where Gwen Jorgensen is unbeatable now?
Matt, it's a great question. It's a hard question. I think every so often you see in world sports somebody special comes along. We watched it with Michael Phelps in swimming. In triathlon, certainly we saw it with Emma Carney. She burst onto the scene. You'll remember that, winning that first World Championship by 2 minutes. Loretta Harrop did it a few years later. And now the lady we're talking about, Gwen Jorgensen, She came in and she worked hard. She had to learn the trade. She was getting used to it, the odd crash, getting dropped on the swim, and the race has come through. But that's what she's done. She's worked and worked and worked. And you've got to ask the question from the British perspective, what is Helen Jenkins, what an on Stanford, what is Vicky Holland, what is Jode Stimpson going to do when they came back for a fresh from injury? Will they have learned? Will they have a capability of approaching the current world leader?
Yeah, I can't wait for that battle to resume between Jorgensen and the British triathletes. Jorgensen hasn't lost a World Triathlon Series race since Cape Town in 2014. Victory here today would give her an 8th successive World Triathlon Series victory, bearing in mind that she didn't take part in Stockholm at the tail end of last season. So she's approaching the finish now. It's been fairly relentless from the moment she parked her bike improperly and then took the penalty. Gwen Jorgensen has looked comfortable throughout. One or two people grabbing a selfie as the world #1 comes through. A memento of the day, and Jorgensen starts to smile. She is the #1 triathlete in the world right now, and she's proved it with an emphatic victory in the Gold Coast World Triathlon Series. She won in Abu Dhabi, she won in Auckland. She will make it 3 in a row with a very impressive victory in the Gold Coast. Time to shake hands, time to high-five. She has faced no opposition at all. Victory well-deserved yet again. And she will have a long, lonely wait now to see the next athlete across the line. It will be her compatriot Sarah True, and it will be the long-awaited American 1-2-3, the first ever US clean sweep of a World Triathlon Series race. The Australians did it once before. This will be a first for Team USA. Jorgensen still waiting, still watching as Sarah True comes around the final bend to take 2nd position. Her best result for a while. Had that one win in Stockholm last season when Gwen Jorgensen was absent in the Swedish World Triathlon Series competition. Sarah True cruising home to runners-up spot here, but she is a country mile behind Gwen Jorgensen. It'll be more than a minute by the time True crosses the line, and remember how Jorgensen slowed down and took her time to cut the tape. A smile for Sarah True. 2nd position for the American. Jorgensen there, she's recovered already, and she's applauding her teammate home. 1 minute and 18 seconds behind. That's the difference. It's a shorter gap to Katie Zafiris, who was born in Maryland. Formerly Katie Hersey, married Tommy Zafiris last year. Her married name, Katie Zafiris, like Sarah True, who was Sarah Groff last year when she won in Stockholm. Zafiris clearly putting in a huge amount of effort to complete this Gold Coast Triathlon. And there's a battle on for 4th between Flora Duffy of Bermuda and Andrea Hewitt of New Zealand. Hewitt has just broken away from Duffy, and she will finish in 4th position to back up her 3rd place in Auckland. Good season so far for Andrea Hewitt of New Zealand, 2 minutes off the pace. And Flora Duffy of Bermuda has just finished in 5th. Confirmation of the Gold Coast Triathlon results is Jorgensen yet again, with Sarah True in 2nd and Katie Zafiris completing the USA clean sweep. Lucy Hall finished in 25th position. Jessica Learmonth, who was first out of the water, ended up in 30th.